Hey guys, welcome back. This is John with Love to Hunt. Today we have out the Savage Apex Hunter XP model. It's chambered in the 6.5 Creedmoor. It's got some nice features on it. There's extension plates here for length of pull. I set that and adjusted it. It's got the jeweled bolt in here for the Savage. And it's got the AccuTrigger, of course, 3-position safety. This is the Veil Camo that they got on it here. It's got a fluted and threaded barrel on the end there where you can put a suppressor. This is like a cone flash suppressor that keeps the flash out, away from you and hides the flash basically, and keeps the noise and blast away from you a little bit. Helps with some of the recoil on the rifle, which 6.5 is very mild. And it came with a Vortex Diamondback scope, 3x9x40 power. And we got that sighted in the other day. I was out there at Taylorsville, and we shot some of the Superformance Hornady here. Here's some of the bullets and the rounds here you can see. Polymer tip on the end of it, kind of a reddish, almost a pink colored polymer tip. Now this has got a little bit more performance to it, hence the name. It says 200 feet per second more on average, depending on caliber and so forth. But this is flying at 2950 feet per second at the muzzle, and all the way out to, let's say, a reasonable distance. 300 yards out, you're only 6.8 inches low on this round. But it's the SST bullet, great mushroom for deer. And it's just a great all-around round for it. It shot really well with it. We just got the scope on. It was supposed to have been bore-sighted from the factory, and believe me, it was 3 foot off down and to the right. So we didn't. We took a little bit of time to get it all the way up the center, and it shot pretty well at 50 yards. We went ahead and tried the Noslers as well. Now these are 140 grain Nosler here. Let's see, 300 yards on this one. Muzzle velocity is 2150, and you're 8.6 inches low, and you still have 1,437 feet per second. Now that's a 140 grain projectile ballistic tip for hunting. They got mule deer, pronghorn antelope, wild boar, and whitetail deer. So that's a good solid round. So 140 grain, I think, is a good grain weight for the 6.5s. What was this one here? I don't remember. 129 grain on that, but they shot well. Both of them did. And we've sighted in for this all the way out to 100 yards. Now the newest thing that I just got here yesterday is this Winchester Deer Season XP in 6.5 Creedmoor, 125 grain, and it's got the extreme point on it. And if you look at the point on there, it's really large. And what it does, the projectile will go in much like a soft point, even though it has a polymer tip. Since it's so large, you basically are, that's the end of your bullet right there. And it goes down into it a little bit. And that'll just open up and mushroom out. I'd say this projectile will open a quarter more than like a soft point going through. Now the core of the bullet will hold together, and it'll puncture all the way through, and you'll have an exit wound majority of the time, even busting through ribs. And I've heard good things about it. Just got a couple of boxes at Academy yesterday, and they were like $35 for each box. I'm real interested to see how my rifle shoots with this round. I had a little bit of trouble with the Noslers. The brass itself, I mean, as far as accuracy and everything, it was perfect, and I'm sure it would be deadly on any kind of animal. But the brass itself, it wouldn't feed in. My chamber on this is very tight. I mean, it fed into the chamber, but to lock the bolt down, boy, it was really snug to get it in there. And I noticed it on a few of the rounds. I went through several. Some went right in like they should, but I think the brass is just a little bit thicker on the Nosler. But they're an excellent round, and I would have no trouble or issues, buying more of the Noslers. I like them a lot. But this is the ammo that I've chosen for this rifle, and we want to get back out either to Knob Creek or Taylorsville and get get some rounds down range with the Deer Season XP. And maybe shoot through some water jugs here in the backyard, put up like a meat target with ribs and then water jugs, try to capture a bullet and let you all see that too. But my grandson helped me set up the display, and he brought all these different items out, and that's a buck that I'd taken here in Kentucky. It's one of my biggest ones. He broke the brow tine off fighting, but that was an interesting story. I walked out and shot at some does across the creek, and I'll be darned if he didn't walk straight up the hill towards me. I shot him in the front left shoulder. It dropped him down on the backside, and he just fell over like a ton of bricks. But I was tickled pink. We were hunting in the woods maybe 8 minutes. Just got inside the woods, but I love deer hunting, and I'm trying to get back into it. Had some health issues, and I'm able to walk again, so that's great. I'm looking forward to the season. I've shot a lot with 270. The Weatherby Vanguard, I just sold my oldest boy in 270. And this is going to help me. I've got real bad GI issues, so the recoil is not quite as bad. So we're going to get out there. We're going to get you the results of the shooting at 50 and 100 yards with the new Winchester XPs. We're really excited. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.